everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. I hope everyone had a good week. It's actually much cooler here today. This whole week has been much cooler than last week. Last week was very, very hot though. And then today has been pretty cool. Yeah, I did go out for a run this morning. And then yeah, I've just been trying to actually warm up a little bit. But it was a good temperature, so for a run. Yeah, so school is done for my son. We have a summer program that starts on Tuesday. We did go to Sound to visit Nana and Papa, and we went to a little amusement park called Starbuck Park. And so we got to see also Grandma and his cousin as well. So that was fun. And yeah, we're just gonna chillax the next couple of days. I'm supposed to go to fireworks tonight at Summerside, which is a community very close to us. And they have pretty good fireworks. And it also means that we're not fighting the downtown traffic tomorrow night for Canada Day. So I think we're going to do that as long as it doesn't rain, but we are going to have to dress warmly. Okay, it is definitely cooler out. All right, I don't have a lot of stitching. I do have one finish to show and want to talk about an upcoming start. But before we get into that, I do want to thank Amy for renewing stitches. She has shouted me out on her last two videos, and I kept forgetting to repay the favor. So if you haven't had a chance to check her out, definitely do. I will link her below. But yeah, she's very, very sweet. So thank you for that shout out. Okay, let's look at my finish. So I finished, sorry, heartburn. So I finished my bookmark from Stitches and Pages. I just put yellow felt on the back, which you can see through with the light. Yeah, so I just stitched that on. And that's how it looks. So yeah, my husband said, oh, that's a very large bookmark. I did do it on 14 count. I did want it to be a bit on the larger side, and plus the Ada I picked was very, very stiff. So it would have held up just fine without the backing, but I wanted the backing just to hide my back, which wasn't terrible, but still. So that is what it looks like. I did do some color changes. Yeah, it's a little bit easier to see because the light's not going through. These are more of a purple flower, are the main changes, I think. Basically, I just chose DMC that was close to the original colors and that I had in the stash, so that's it. Now I can use that in the book. So yeah, that was designed by Katie, the novel stitcher. And if you're not checking her out, definitely do so as well. All right. Let's see what I've been stitching. So not a lot. So finish that. So there's only 3 other projects. So I pulled out Be Merry All by Park Hopper Bart. It's a pattern there. You might recall last year we got a little bit of a false start, and then even this year I realized I was doing it 2/1 on 25 count, but I actually don't mind it now that I pulled it back out again. Yes, it makes the stitch is very plump. That's okay. Especially in that light color in the middle. It's not a white, it's actually a very pale pink called Bubbly. But yeah, I really like how that's turning out. I like the little holly in the corners. I'm glad I pulled that out. Also pulled out the Summer Joy sampler style. I'm doing with Patty from 4 Boys and NL Girl. This is from her Patreon. So got this. So this band's gonna have 2 daisies. This band's gonna have 3 daisies, 3 eggs. Yoshi's squawking. So we started this egg here, and it is Puffin and Bergs, I believe, from Brennan Needles. So I really like how that is coming along. I was really excited to get that started. No one in this house can be quiet. Closing the door doesn't help. And then last night I pulled out from Shannon Christine Fairy Tale. I really do need to sit down with this one because I want to do a skin conversion on Tiana. So I was working on Tiana there, Princess and the Frog. So I do want to do a darker skin conversion on her. Also, this was fitting because Friday, Tiana's Bayou Adventure opened up at Disney World. So yeah, I pull that out and work on that a bit. So I was watching some YouTube videos on that while I was stitching away. So that's all that I've been stitching. Upcoming is Jolly July. So I do have my calendar of Christmas whips that I will be working through. Also, this category's letter was called for July, and it's Y. So I do need to think about what I want to do for whips for that as well, and see if I can correspond that with my Jolly July stuff. Also in Whip Warriors, they're doing a Tour de France event, which seems pretty straightforward. So I've been participating in that. All right. So speaking of Jolly July, a lot of my Stitch North table mates had planned on working on this nutcracker from Tiny Modernist. So some of them had bought the pattern. It's called the Nordic Nutcracker from Tiny Modernist. A few of them have bought the pattern at Stitch North, and they were going to start it. I wasn't really interested, to be quite honest. But then I was looking through my Christmas patterns to see, because I have about 7 new starts that I still need to get some more finishes to be able to do those many new starts. But I had 7 spots where I wanted to do new starts. So I was looking through my Christmas patterns and noticed that the Nordic Nutcracker was in the 2022 Jingle Ball Bauble book. So I said I will hop on that sale with you guys. So the hashtag is Nuts About Christmas Sal. I'll also put that down below. But if you want to join in on the Nordic Nutcracker, feel free. Lori from My Crazy Life is also joining in, as well as Lisa, who's from Germany. She was at our table, and Melita, also who's at our table. I'm not sure if Deborah is also joining in or not. But yeah, if you want to join in, feel free. I'm only going to stitch the Nutcracker himself in probably that frame, like the yellow frame around him. I found this green fabric because I don't want to do all that filling, and I don't really care for all the doodads around him. So I'm just going to do him with the yellow frame, and that's what I'm going to do. And of course we do still have our Canada swaps that people are hopefully contacting Karen from the Stitching Owl about. Looking forward to getting my information, who I'm going to be sending my small to. I haven't decided on my small yet. Yeah, I have some ideas, but we don't need to send it out until Labor Day weekend, right? So I have some time. Yeah, I just can't get my head wrapped around that. But even like this Nutcracker would be an option because Cheryl is a Canadian designer. So yeah, that is all I think I have for this week. I hope everyone has a good long weekend in Canada this weekend, and then in the United States next weekend. And we'll talk to you next weekend.